back.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes, we are.
my name is Vanessa,
And my name
and
is Annika.
today we are talking about everyone's favorite topic, past school experiences.
Oh
Hooray!
no.
Yes, we are going
Cringe.
to relive
We're gonna
our
get to be cringy today.
middle school, elementary school, high school years. I know I didn't say that in
Yep.
order, but we're gonna live our past selves. We're
Nope.
gonna put ourselves in our
Yep.
in the past.
Our old shoes that are probably
Oh
still in
no.
our dressers.
True. But to start off with, did you want to do this first? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's change it
Okay.
up a little bit. Let's just do our one good thing in the beginning of the podcast this
Yes.
week. So, one good thing. I just want to talk about this because it's so good. I think the album is just such a good thing. Sour by Olivia Rodrigo literally is one of the best things that has came into my
Ooh.
ears. It never leaves.
I
Have
have
you listened to
listened
it?
to the popular songs that are like going on the radio, so like Driver's License
Oh
and
yeah.
Deja Vu, but I haven't listened to any of the other ones.
Oh my god, good for you. It's so good.
I will definitely take a
Like, it's good for
listen
you.
to it though. Yeah, I like her.
Yeah.
So she was in the High School Musical, the series. I know the
hate the
title's
title
so
of that.
dumb,
Just like
but the
why?
songs in the TV show are really good, or I like them. Um,
Yeah. She wrote I think she wrote All I
really?
Want. I think she
Oh,
wrote that
that's
one.
cool. Well, good for her. Good for
Yeah.
you. Like the song.
Good for you, she said.
But yeah, so I was really into the soundtrack after I watched the series, and then
Mm-hmm.
when I heard that she had come up with like her own songs, like Driver's License was like a huge blow up for her.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Especially where there's
definitely.
like that controversy too. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
the
I,
theories. None of it's like
yeah, only like
proven
she
to be
knows
true,
what
but
it is.
only she knows what
Yeah,
it really is
but
about. Sounds
yeah,
like it though, you know.
but yeah, I really liked her voice like in her songs,
Yeah.
and like she has a very distinct like voice style. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I will listen to it.
Yeah. I played the whole thing on my drive to
Ooh.
work today and I was like, yes, Olivia, yes. So good. I can't believe she's
I
only
know
like
she's
what,
younger than us.
18? I know. She's out here writing
She like number
songs.
one
Something next Taylor
Billboard top chart
Swift.
songs
I
that,
know. She deserves it though. I feel like she got so in touch with
and
her
it's good,
emotions
especially like
in
for
her
someone her
songs, which
age.
is why
Yeah,
it's like
especially for
so
someone
good.
her age.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I did not
Mm-hmm.
know who I was until recently. Even now,
I
I'm still like,
know.
who am I?
Yeah, and it has like the school vibes,
Yeah,
which kind of relates to
I
our
saw.
topic for today.
Yes,
Like she's
I saw this
wearing
thing when it was like,
cheerleading outfit.
if Driver's License came out when I was like in middle school, or like,
Oh my
I think the
god.
vibes would be very different.
Our I feel like for our age, we weren't that too deep into our
Yeah,
emotions
I
yet.
definitely wasn't.
We just be like, oh, we're sad,
Yeah,
and then that's it. And then we get
yeah,
over it
or like
somehow.
it's like, oh, that
You know?
boy is cute. Like very,
And yeah, like,
very
oh, okay.
simple. Like I don't remember thinking
Yeah.
like really, I don't know, how do you say like deep?
It's like
Yeah,
deep.
deep thoughts. But
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
she knows who she is, or she at least emulates that in her
Yeah, she's very
music,
grounded.
which is very
Yeah.
good. I wish I was like that.
I know.
Oh, for
What a
real.
dream.
Yes.
But
And then,
anyway,
yeah,
what good
one
thing
good
happened
thing
this
I
week?
guess that happened to me this week was I got this new setup here. Yay!
Yes, I love it.
I
It's
moved my
adorable.
location to my closet because my like room was a little bit too echoey, and the audio was like kind of
Mhm.
being indecisive.
Okay.
So I don't know. So I decided to
It's a
move
funny way to say
into
it.
here, and it's a little bit more like closed
Mhm.
off. And then like the last podcast, my walls were white, so I was like, I should really add,
Oh yeah.
add something. And I was wearing a white T-shirt too.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yes. So
blend
I
in,
have
you know.
all my essentials. I got this cloud
Cute.
that says "School is
Love it.
cool."
What it's on
Yeah, school
there.
is cool for our
Uh-huh.
topics today. I got
Mhm.
this like rowlet here, and then this Disney duck that I found at Target. And then
That's so
I have
cute.
pictures here. Here's my BTS postcard. I got at Tasty one time because they
Mm.
had like a promotion, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know why. It was really
Oh, I
random.
didn't know
Yeah,
that.
me and my sister went to Tasty, and then they were having this BTS promotion, and they had these like cute postcards. We took one. And then
Oh,
this middle is a
cute.
picture of Me, Annika, and some of our friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't even notice
Yeah,
that.
it's
Oh,
our
I see it now.
Polaroid. Some
Oh,
stranger
cute.
had taken a Polaroid for us when we were hanging out together like a couple weeks ago.
A
Yeah,
stranger.
he was really nice though, and he gave us a Polaroid.
He was super
Um,
nice. We made
I
fun
know,
of
and then he came
him, and then
over
he
to us and
regretted
was
that
like, "Hey,
decision.
hey, do you want his picture?" And
So
then we were like,
cool.
"Yeah." But
A
shout out to
shirt.
him.
It's beautiful.
And then I have a
Yeah.
postcard of my favorite K-pop idol.
Oh, who's
His name is
that?
Wusok. He's from Pentagon. Yeah,
Oh,
I talked
okay.
about Pentagon
Ooh, bossy.
a couple
We'll
episodes.
talk about it in a
Yes,
future
but that's
episode.
him. It's my favorite. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
my new setup here. So hopefully it sounds better
Yeah.
in here.
Pretty.
But yeah, hooray! Good things happening
Yay.
every week.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and did you want to talk about
Oh
another song
yeah!
that
Oh my
came out
god!
that's super
Today, or
trendy?
was it today?
Good this week?
Yesterday?
I think it was like, I think it's either
Yeah, it
yesterday
was
or
recent.
today.
But Butter by
Seems very
BTS.
recent, yeah.
BTS here.
I haven't heard it yet. I should
Yeah,
probably
I
listen
had
to it.
um
It's been, like raving all over the
yes,
internet.
I had listened to it before we started recording, and then it's like I didn't realize it was gonna be like another English song like Dynamite. So it's another English song,
Oh.
and
Oh.
I know they were doing like a McDonald's promo. I'm not sure if that's like happening right now.
I don't think so. Maybe like I think
Yeah,
in
in a couple of days I think, but I don't think it's a promo for
Yeah.
there's that. I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't keep up with them too
I
much.
hope not.
Butter.
McDonald's
Butter.
says butter.
But
That's
in
the name of
the in the
song.
video, one of the members like at the end like eats butter, and I was like, how did he
Ooh.
do that? Butter on its own is kind of gross.
Well, no, it's probably not actually
Maybe.
butter.
I mean,
but-
if it
oh my
is
God.
good, like props to him. Butter on its own is kind of gross.
I know. Jesus. It is
Um,
gross.
But yeah,
Jesus.
the song's okay. The song's pretty good. It's very catchy. Has like very like retro vibes.
Bop.
Yeah, similar to Dynamite.
Okay.
Yes, Butter by BTS. Good song.
That's good. Nice.
Yes. So now we move on to our topic of today.
To
Yes,
school.
school. So how was your school, Annika?
How was my school? I went to the same elementary middle school.
Oh,
K through
really?
8. And then I went to the high school that usually people at my middle school would
Yeah.
go to right after. And these schools are actually farther from where I
Oh.
live. I think I only went there because my cousins
Okay.
went there. So it's like we knew what it was like. I lived closer to another middle
Mhm.
school and high school, but I didn't go
Okay.
to that one. It's considered the rivals of the
Oh.
schools I went to. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was predominantly Asian and Hispanic. I think maybe more Hispanic than Asian.
Oh wow. Okay.
But yeah, it was a pretty nice school. Very competitive though, I feel like. 'Cause
Oh yeah, yeah.
Asian community, you know, a
Mm-hmm.
little competitive.
Yes. I
But-
agree.
It was alright. What about you?
Yes. I think for me, I went to different elementary school, middle school, high school. But I know like my elementary school
Yeah.
used to do that like
Mhm.
K through 8. But like my elementary school I think was very like not closed off, but like if you went to this elementary school, there was like a pattern. Like you'd go to this school next and then this school afterwards, right? And then so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then so all the schools I went to though I think were predominantly Asian. Like the area that I lived in was
Mhm.
predominantly Asian. You would see like a few
Mhm.
like other races like Hispanic, white, but it was like mainly like
Yeah.
Asian. And yeah, it was like okay. My school, I lived up in NorCal, so I don't know if it's like different there than it is like here in SoCal.
Yeah.
For like at least like school environment, things like that. But yeah.
I mean, it kind of depends. I feel like we both. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
we'll find out today. Let's go into memories.
What do you remember?
Memories.
I guess also with elementary school. Like, do you remember anything
my
from
God.
elementary school?
Yeah, I think I remember at least like one little thing from like each grade. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go over
yeah,
every
like
single
the
one
main
'cause it's,
ones.
like oddly specific. But yeah, I don't even know what to like talk about. Each class was a
Yeah.
little different, you know. In first grade, from first to fifth grade, right? We have like set
Mhm.
class lists,
Yeah.
like rosters, and I actually ended up being in the same class as two other girls that were just around like the same last name, like
Mm-hmm.
really similar. So it all
Yeah.
started with L. So we would all be together. And we'd actually ended up being like pretty good
Oh.
friends like throughout the years because, you know, we'd all be in
Yeah.
the same class. But in fifth grade, one of them was like, we don't
Oh.
like her anymore. And I was like, what? And I was in fifth grade, you know, I didn't know what was going on. And then she like pressured me into bullying her.
Oh.
And I was like, oh
That's
my
not
God.
cool.
Why did I? Okay, first of all, why did I
Yeah.
do that? Second of all, I was in fifth grade. I probably felt pure pressure to
Mm-hmm.
do anything. And yeah, they bullied her. And I was, in my mind, I was like, I don't think
Yeah.
that's okay. But I was like too nervous to say anything because I'm one of those kids that
Yeah.
didn't talk at
Oh.
school. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you know. And then one day, one of my friends, like another friend, and I sat on the on the bottom of the playground, and we were like, "Do you even like this person?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think she's fine. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with her." Like the person that we were not
Mm-hmm.
being very nice to. And then so we went up to her, we started talking to her and like
Oh.
being nice to her and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
And
like
then
really
yeah, I just
random.
felt really
Yeah.
bad. And if you're listening to this right now, I am so
Oh.
sorry about what happened last week. I think she still remembers
Mm-hmm.
about this. But we're actually
That's
good friends
good.
now.
Yeah.
Like we still talk and stuff. Yeah, but I don't talk with
Yeah.
the
That
other
like
person
pressured
that
you.
like pressured me to
Mm-hmm.
bully her. Yeah, so I was like, huh, very
Yeah.
interesting. And I also didn't think I was a person to like bully
Yeah.
people, but I guess it just happened. And then I just feel really bad
Yeah.
about it. But yeah, and then I started drifting apart from that other person that like pressured me into
Mm-hmm.
like bullying her and stuff. I don't even know how that happened, but it just did, and I was like, okay. I
Yeah.
mean, it happens, right? But yeah, I think that's like the one thing I really remember from
Mm.
elementary school.
I
What
think
about you?
for me, mine is that so in elementary school I had like a group of friends, right? And then like this group of
Mm-hmm.
friends, like we would always go to like this one tree that's like at our school. So like
Oh my god,
I know,
it's like the
yeah. Our
movies.
elementary school was like next to a park. So like there was like this
Oh,
huge
cool.
field like where the playground was. It was like a huge field behind the
Ew.
playground and it led to like the
Mm-hmm.
street, but it was like huge. And then so in that like space on the corner there was like a little park, um, like sand and like
Mm.
swings and stuff, but we weren't allowed to go there during school. But to
Mm-hmm.
separate the playground with the school there was like a hill that you would like climb over, and then people
Mm-hmm.
would like
Oh.
roll on the hill and like play on the hill and stuff like that.
Oh
But
my
yeah, but like
god.
during school hours we weren't able or weren't allowed to go to like this park. But like in front of like the hill and the park there was like this huge tree that me and my friends would like
Mm-hmm.
hang out under. And then
Oh,
I
that's cute.
remember this very distinctly because we like named this tree and his name was Phil. It was Phil the tree. And we
Oh,
like hang out. Yeah, we would
feel
like
the
hang out under this
tree.
huge tree. And I don't remember like how we came up with that name or like why,
It's
but
cute.
yeah, we would always hang out under this tree, and it was like good memories under there. And then like
Mm-hmm.
throughout, I don't remember like when we started hanging out there, but yeah, it's like one thing I remember from elementary school, like just this tree that we'd hang out under.
I think that's nice,
Um,
you know?
yeah, and then also this is like unrelated, but like also like hot lunches. You know, like when you would go get
Oh
like
my god.
like food at
Yes.
school, it'd be like hot lunch
Yes.
and like cold lunch, and then I would have like this password pin, right, to like get
Yeah, yeah,
lunch.
yeah. Like your
Hmm.
school ID
And then
number.
so
Mm-hmm.
my password was like four numbers, and it was like in a triangle shape. I don't want to say the numbers because I still use this password to this day. It's my phone password, and it's funny
Oh.
because it like stemmed from
Oh,
elementary
okay.
school, right? From this like 4-digit
Oh,
code that I
cute.
just remembered because it was so like it was like this triangle shape, and then it was easy to remember.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to guess the numbers, you can, but I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell you.
Oh my god, mine was really easy to remember too. It was
There we go.
909080. You just type it
Yes.
like that, you know? And then for lunches, my mom literally packed my lunch.
Oh, that's so nice.
I know, she's
Ah,
so kind. She packed my dad's lunch still to this
oh,
day, like 20 years later. And I'm like,
make me
bro.
lunch.
But I know, right? I still ate some of the school
Yeah,
lunch some days because I think it was like a
yeah, yeah,
cheeseburger,
yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, why not? The cheeseburger or a pizza,
Yeah,
you know, why not?
and
And
mm-hmm.
then my mom would look at it. She's like, ew, this is what you're
Like, why are you
eating?
eating
And I'm
my
like,
food?
what? And no, it's like, I think that she saw the food. She's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, they
Mm-hmm.
give you this? And then she packed my lunch
Oh,
afterwards. And I ate that until high school.
wow.
Yeah, she packed my
Oh,
lunch.
that's nice.
Yay, she's
My mom did
crazy.
not do that. She, She had, yeah,
My
she
mom did not do
had
that.
like three other kids to take care of, so I think she was lazy,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
didn't really
yeah. I
mind
understand.
either, because also
Yeah,
easier for her, like easier for us, and
yeah, yeah.
then I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember like hating lunches or anything, but I know
Mm.
sometimes it would be like, what is that? Who is she?
Ooh,
Yeah,
questionable. It's like the questionable
yeah,
luncheon meat, you know?
and
Like,
then oh god,
like
but I
what
remember
is
like
that?
the milk cartons, and you would like open it.
Yes. Have you seen the milk pouches? Like you
Oh,
poke the
ew,
straw in there?
what? Milk pouches?
In elementary school, yeah, they have like plastic pouches with
Oh,
the milk in it.
interesting.
It's
I only had
disgusting. It
the
was
boxes,
disgusting.
like the carton boxes.
We had
Oh,
boxes too, but I don't know what the pouches. You poke
yeah.
a straw in
Oh,
it and then you drink
interesting.
from it. And I'm like, oh my god. The kids
Yeah.
would like squish it
Ooh.
and then just like get all the
Oh,
milk out.
interesting. I've never had that.
Yeah.
Huh.
It just came
Yeah.
up right now
Huh,
in my memory.
interesting. And I know like my elementary school did these like ice cream Tuesdays. So like after school on Tuesdays, we could get like
What?
these ice cream bars, and they'd have these like Minute Maid ones that were like kind of icy. Yeah, the
The
lemonade one.
lemonade with like the
Yes.
cherry.
The
Yes. Oh my god,
I would
yes.
always get those. Like whenever I could, like I would ask my mom, like, can I get money to get
Oh
ice
my
cream
god,
after
yes.
school? And then I always get them, and then
Oh
you
my
like
god,
push the
that's so
bottom.
good. Yeah, yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
little triangle shape, right? And you like, rip the
Yes,
top and then
so
you
good. I don't know if they even sell those anymore,
the
but
lemonade ones. Oh, I think they have like the ones where you scoop it out. They
oh,
have frozen lemonade.
yeah,
There, like
yeah. I
frozen
think I've
lemonade
seen
type of
that.
things. Yeah.
But you know the
Mm-hmm.
iconic squeezy tube.
Squeeze up. Mm-hmm. Like the
Yes.
push
Oh,
pops
so
type of
good.
thing. Yeah.
But
Oh
yes,
my god,
I
totally
think
forgot
those are
about
like
that.
the main memories that I have from elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, lunches, and ice cream.
Now we're gonna, yeah, now we're gonna
Oh
fast forward to
yes. Oh,
middle
middle
school.
school.
Oh
I feel like
my.
everyone I don't know about nowadays because I feel like everyone nowadays is more fashionable than
They
they
jumped through
did.
puberty.
They look
Like,
everyone looks so much better than
if I pull up the pictures that I had right now of like
no.
middle school, I'd kill me. I would
Oh
kill them.
God.
Kill
Mhm.
all the pictures.
But yeah, middle school was like a whole different time. At least back in the 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
10
Oh,
years ago. That's
definitely.
crazy.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Oh,
yeah. So,
I
mhm.
think, well, in middle school, I joined
Yes, we talked
choir,
about that.
and yeah, and that was like pretty
Mhm.
cool, I guess. You know, it helped me feel like team
Mhm.
bonding, you know, kind of got me there. It's where I learned skills from,
Yeah.
I guess. And then I dated someone in middle school,
Ooh,
which we talked
yes.
about too, which was like, oh, no thanks. And then I did not know who I was back then. I
Mhm.
shouldn't have done
Oh.
that. And then I think some of the teachers were pretty cool
Yeah.
too, but I feel like middle school, the only thing I remember was the fact I sucked at algebra 1 and I
Oh
dressed
my
really
god.
weird.
Me too.
Like my algebra 1 teacher was Mr. Gus. I don't know if it's not
Yeah.
his actual name. Like it's longer, but
Yeah.
it's Gus for short. I don't even know if he's still around in this
Okay.
world, you know. But he was
Mhm.
super cool. Like he was super funny, super sarcastic. Some people didn't understand his humor, but he was really good at
Oh,
teaching
that's good.
algebra 1. But I
Oh.
sucked at it. I like he would get like these big pieces of paper folded in eights. Each box would have a question for the
Mhm.
test, and I was sitting there like,
Like,
and I
what's
only finished
happening?
like 3 boxes, and they're
Oh
all
no.
wrong. I don't know. I didn't understand
Mhm.
math, so that's when I hated math. When I realized, God, I suck. I should not do something with math in the future because I also really really bad in
Yeah. Oh my god, me
geometry.
too. It's so hard.
Oh and then my geometry teacher didn't make it any
Mhm.
better either. She was
Oh
so rude.
no.
But
Oh,
dressing weird. We can talk about that
yes.
after you
Okay.
talk about your
Oh,
memories.
for
Go for it.
fashion back then was out of this world. Let me tell you. But
Oh
we'll
my
get there.
god. No.
For my middle school, I did band, as we mentioned with Angelica in our
Mhm.
last podcast. There was
Mhm.
so like my middle school, there was like different schools that like went there, or like from elementary school, like
Okay.
people from different elementary schools would like
Oh yeah,
come to
yeah.
this middle
Got it.
school,
Got it. Got
right?
it.
And so I was able to like meet new
Okay.
people and stuff like that. Yeah, I
Mm.
remember like for classes, our school was the only one that I knew of that had metal shop. So it was like, yeah,
What?
so you could like make like things out of metal. You know how they have like wood shop? Yeah.
In middle school?
I was- I
Damn, you
know.
guys are
I was talking about this with
crazy.
some of my friends
What?
that I still talk to like from school. And I was like, yeah, like metal shop is kind of dangerous. Like I don't know how they let these like
Dang.
12-year-old kids handle fire. But I was in metal shop,
Yeah,
and it was like the
let's
coolest
dance.
class because you could make
Oh, I could.
yeah, because you could make like
Yeah.
well, I didn't do anything like crazy, but I made like this box, this metal box, like jewelry
Oh,
box, and then
wow.
you can make like
Oh,
chain
cute.
mails. But honestly, I don't think anything like well, not that I heard of like anything bad happened. So at least the teacher was doing something right.
That's true.
But it was very fun. I know, like later, I was like, why did they have metal shop?
I guess maybe just like test your creativity, your interest,
Yeah,
you know.
just very random, I guess. And
Very
it's like,
different. I've
yeah,
never heard of that before.
yes. So it's a cool class to have,
Yeah.
especially for like angsty teens that like want to play with fire.
I wanted to spray paint a little bit,
I'm
you
about
know?
spray paint, yeah.
Yikes.
Yes. Um, what else? I know in middle school there was at least at my school it was a huge thing to like do like dares with each other or like but these dares would be like hidden or not hidden but like it would get someone to like be with someone that they liked. So
Oh
like
my
I
god.
dare you to hug this person. I think
I
I
dare
mentioned
you to
this in the
go hold their
relationships. Yeah, like I
hand.
dare you to hold their hand. Go stand next to them. And like
Stand next to them was a big
yes.
deal.
At
Or tell
least
them,
back then.
hey.
Yes. So I know like I think I talked about this in our relationships video, but I was like I had this crush on this one guy for
Hmm.
like the longest time, like all throughout middle school. And then I would always get, and people like my friends knew this, right? And so they would
Hmm.
always like dare me, and then his friends would dare him, and then it'd be like
Oh
this
my
whole thing.
god.
Like it sounds so middle school,
Ew.
right? Like, um, and then yeah, again, he ended up being gay, so um, but yeah, again, we're still really good friends, so I still talk to
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And actually, me and my like other friend or other school friends like still have like FaceTime calls on
Oh,
Fridays.
cute.
Um, to like this day. So I'm very thankful
Hmm.
that he's still in my life and like I'm still friends with
Yeah.
some of these people. But yeah,
Hmm.
that was like a big thing in middle school to like give each other dares and then like the code words to like fire
We've talked
truck
about
and
this
like
too, yeah.
um,
Gross.
oh yeah. But I think those
Alright.
are like big middle school memories.
Yeah.
Um,
Time to fast forward again. High
yes.
school.
Oh yay.
Oh my. I feel like, oh, there's just so much stuff that happens in high school.
Yeah, really. Like you're thinking about
Yeah.
college, thinking about like moving
AP
on, but also
test.
just still thinking about like yourself.
Relationships now, even,
Yeah.
you know, this
Mhm.
is where it starts to like actually kind of happen, where you get
Yeah.
exposed to maybe like alcohol,
Yeah.
drugs. Hopefully, you know,
Yeah, hopefully
you
you're
stay
safe or
away from
like
it.
yeah, stay away
But
or
there's
like
some people
safe.
that, you know, that just choose that, and that,
Mhm.
I mean, that's their choice.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
think
memories.
yeah. What do I remember from oh not middle school, high school. Whoops.
Second middle school. Whoops.
Hmm. I know at my high school, like having high school ralies was a huge thing
Oh my
at my
god, you're
school.
right.
Yeah,
That's so true. I
they,
love those. Even
yeah,
shorter classes too.
and I know like at my school it was like a huge thing to like be a part of like these rallies. So like they'd have like
Yes.
dances in them, they'd have
Yeah.
decorations, like people
Mhm.
would prep like weeks like ahead to like
Oh
make
yeah.
it super big, and then
Yeah.
like homecoming. Oh my god, homecoming was like
Oh my god, the
ridiculous.
dances.
Yeah, dances,
Prom
like
and
rallies,
stuff.
football game, ball, like all of that. Like it was like
Totally
super
forgot
big
about
at like
all
my
of
high
those.
school, and it was like
Yeah,
the
same.
thing to do. Like if you wanted to
Yeah.
like be a part of it.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I know I spent a lot of hours just like making
Mhm.
decorations and
Oh
like
my god,
doing
yeah.
preparations, being part of these dances. One of my really good friends
Ooh.
was like the choreographer for
Oh,
like these
cool.
dances. Yeah. And so it was like basically like her by herself, and I was like always super impressed with like what she came up with, especially like
Mhm.
for such a big class size
Yeah,
too.
and being like what,
Mhm.
like 16, 17?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. For
Yeah.
real. And then yeah, that was just like super fun because like me and my friends would like do it together, and then like just like seeing the end product come together too. It's also
Mhm.
really fun. And then we'd always have like themes for our rallies too. So like every class
Yeah.
had like a theme for
Yeah.
them, like based on this like one big theme. So like one year we did,
Cute.
um, I think we did musicals or like Disney or something, and
Mhm.
then our theme was Lion King. That was my senior
Oh,
year,
cool.
and it was super fun, super good. But yes, that was one thing I remember.
Yeah,
really
I
well.
think for us too. For our school, we had Battle of the
Woo!
Classes. Oh!
Oh no, school didn't want to be cool anymore. Whoops. Okay,
Whoops!
we'll just leave that down. I don't want it to fall again. But that's the
Yeah.
cloud shelf.
That's so cute. I love that. Anyway, yeah, we had Battle of the Classes. So it'd be like
Ooh.
freshmen, sophomore. But we all know who would win, you know? It's
Oh
obviously
yeah.
rigged. Like,
Mhm.
what is the point of that competition if you're gonna rig it? But I mean, it's still
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
There was this one year where the sophomores beat the seniors, and everyone was
Ooh.
so salty. Like, what?
Were you the sophomore? Or you?
I was a junior at the
Okay, so
time,
you
and
were.
I was like, huh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Everyone
like,
was
oh
like,
my god, the
"Ooh,
tea.
drama."
Yeah, it was crazy. And then I did sports, I did
Oh
tennis, and then
yes.
I did track.
Mhm.
So I think that was a really big part of my high school life because I would stay after
Mm.
school for these practices like
Yes.
every semester and we go to games and stuff. So
Yeah.
a lot of my friends that I met were from there.
Mhm.
Um, and I also just realized I just kept sucking at math.
Oh, me too.
And
I sucked at math too.
yeah, and then I
Math
did
is not.
yearbook my last year
Oh, cool.
with
Yeah.
one of my high school best friends. We trolled
Oh.
so hard. We would like use Photoshop to like edit like pictures of each other.
Oh my
Everyone's
god.
like, what the heck?
That's so funny. That's
And then
amazing.
my mom would still bring my lunch.
Oh, so
I
good.
know.
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah.
I feel like I'm just really lucky to have that.
Yeah,
But thanks, Mom.
definitely. I know for speaking of lunches, I know like at our
Mm-hmm.
school we had like free periods, or you could get a free period if
Ooh.
you like
Yeah,
made your
you
schedule like
can.
that. Yeah, and then so
Mm-hmm.
our school actually let us go off campus for like lunch. Or like
What?
your open periods. You could get like a
That's
form
nutty.
signed to go off campus during like your open period. And so me and my like my best friend, we had our free period together our senior year, and that was so
Mm-hmm.
fun because it our free period ended up being before lunch, so we had like a longer lunch sometimes.
Ooh,
So then
that's awesome.
yes, and then so I had my license at the time too, and then so we would like drive. Like other places, we go on like our little lunch
Oh my
adventures. It was so
god, how
fun, especially because I was like with
cool.
my best friend too.
Yeah.
Um, so it was always fun to do. And I was like, I've talked about this like with other people like too, and they're like, you get to go off campus, like,
I know.
and I was
I've
like,
never heard of
yeah,
that. Some people just drive off and never come back, you know?
yeah. Oh no, that wasn't me. I always came back, but
Yeah.
um, but yeah, it
How
was really
fun.
fun. Yes, and then what else? Oh yeah, I did band. That was like basically all
Mm-hmm.
my
Yeah, I
high
feel like having
school.
an extracurricular just takes up all your
It really
memories
does.
and your time, which means not a
Hmm.
bad thing, you know? You have
It's
something to like
not,
hold on
yeah.
to.
It's how I met like
Yeah.
some of my really close friends now, and
Yeah.
then all the memories and like all the time you spend together too, just like
Mm-hmm.
working together for this like end goal of like
Yeah,
being
I
successful, either
agree.
at like your show or like your game, whatever it is.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, some good memories.
Very cool. Um, were there any teachers that stood out to you? All elementary, middle school, and high school. Was there any like one or two teachers that stood out to you the most? Like, who's your favorite?
Yeah, I know in high school, my favorite teacher was my Japanese teacher. I had taken Japanese
Ooh.
all 4 years, and she was like the coolest person ever. Everyone who took Japanese, or some people even that didn't know her, like would
Mm-hmm.
go to her classroom and like talk to her, and she'd like
Wow.
talk to them, and like she'd like know everyone. And then it was always really fun because I had her all 4 years as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then she ended up being like after I graduated high school, she ended up becoming one of the vice principals.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, oh,
No, props to you.
yeah, and I was really super thankful that like I had her as a Japanese teacher. I don't really remember
Mm-hmm.
like much Japanese anymore. I could still like read and
Mm-hmm.
say simple words, but if you
Mm-hmm.
had like a conversation with me, I'd be like,
Uh,
but it's cool. I can still read. Can I tell you what it means? No,
uh, you
maybe
know.
maybe, but but yeah, she was super cool. I love her so much. I think she's still
Mm-hmm.
there as the vice principal now. But
Oh,
yeah.
I think there's this one teacher I really remember in fourth grade.
Mm,
Um, he was just a little different.
okay.
He made us go up to in front of the class.
Mm-hmm.
He would tell us a topic, and we have to talk about it for
Okay.
about 30 seconds to a minute. Like anything. He would just tell you anything, and you have to say it on the spot, like say a little speech.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
and I was not a talker, so I was really uncomfortable. And his topic was about boys, and I was like, "Oh my god, what am I going to talk about for a minute about boys?"
Yeah.
You know what I said? Boys have long hair, boys have short hair, boys have curly hair, boys have glasses. I literally stood there with like the like the what is it? Overhead? The overhead.
Overhead.
The overhead. If you don't know what an overhead is, it's the old
Oh,
thing
old
that
school. It's like a light.
teacher
There's like a
wrote
light
like the little
bulb. Vis-a-vis
like
pen. Oh my god!
the
You like they read
transparent
it.
sheets,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could
Oh
copy
my
it as your notes
god.
and stuff. And
Yeah.
the light was just on my face. The backdrop was on, and I was like, boys have hair. Boys are tall.
That's amazing.
And he
Oh
was like,
my.
I think a lot of
Wow.
parents didn't like the way he taught because he was kind of like different.
Okay.
But I feel like he helped me open up a lot more.
Yeah,
I
I
definitely
can see
cried
that.
in his class before, but like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like it's the one thing I remember from him, and I think it's the
Yeah,
one I
I
saw
think
him
Oh
when I did
wow.
my field work for my elementary school credential application, and I think he remembered
Oh.
me. He was
Oh.
like, "Wait,"
It's like
and
I
was
think
like,
I know you. Yeah.
He just looked.
Oh.
He looked the same. Asians don't
Wow.
raisin.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. On
Mhm.
that note, have you ever gone back to like visit your old schools?
Yes. When I graduated from high school, a couple of my friends and I went to our elementary school, and we like
Oh.
knocked on the doors of our old teachers, and they're like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
hi!"
Wow.
And then one of the one teachers that we wanted to see, he wasn't in his room.
Okay.
We didn't get to see him, but we did see the teacher that I ran into, and he was like, "What are you gonna study?" And I was like, "Asian studies." He was like, "You're Asian. What do you need to study Asian studies for?"
It's
And
like,
I'm
all
like,
right.
"Oh
Okay.
God, I should probably change my major."
Oh.
Which I did to music.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, of course I went to go see them. Did you?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever visited like my elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like not like for teachers. I went back for like the
Mm.
playground, but like,
Oh my God.
but I definitely went to go visit my high school.
Mm-hmm.
I think I maybe visited my middle school like once or twice, but not like as often as in my high school because I usually just went back for like to visit, like the band, and then my Japanese teacher too. And at the time, I had a boyfriend that was still at high school too, so I would like go for him,
Yeah.
too. So yeah, definitely went back to go visit them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always really fun to see. And then like later, like nowadays, I haven't gone to visit because I don't know anyone. So I feel weird like going back and being like, hey.
Hey, what's up?
Especially
Yeah,
if,
it'd
like,
be really awkward if we went now.
yeah,
It's
especially
old.
like if no one else wanted to go. And I also live here. I don't go home that often
That's true.
as well. But you know, when I was in college, like I would go visit too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was always really nice to see like people you knew. And now that I don't know anyone, like my brother was the last person I knew. But he
Yeah.
graduated last year
Oh,
high
okay.
school. So yeah, but it was also really nice to see like your old teachers, like your old friends,
Yeah.
people you used to
it is.
know really well or used to see all the time.
I agree.
Yes.
Well, speaking of teachers, we're gonna go to the students. So, what
Ooh.
kind of student were you
Oh no.
in school? Like, what kind of kid were you?
I
If you
don't
were the teacher
know.
and you looked at yourself, how would you describe them?
Oh God. Questionable.
Questionable.
At least in like fashion. Like I look at my old pictures and I'm like, what was I thinking? For like,
What is this kid dressed like? God.
yeah.
don't
Oh my
wear
God.
that
I wonder if
again.
teachers think that. Like, what are they wearing?
Oh my God, I know, right?
Like, oh God. I wonder if like teachers knew about like the like relationships or like
The birds and the bees talk.
yeah, or like friend groups, stuff like that. And they had like
Oh,
their
yeah, I
own
wonder if they
gossip. Like imagine what they
gossiped
talk
about
about like
us.
in their PTA or not PTA, their like staff
The
rooms.
Staff meeting.
Yeah, staff meetings. Like, do they ever like gossip about students?
Oh my
God.
God, you see Peter today? He was like,
Oh no. But definitely, it's hard to say, like, I don't really remember, like, what kind of, like, kid I was. I don't think I was, like, a bad kid. I don't remember, like, doing anything, like, alcohol or drugs or
Oh, yeah.
partying. Like, I didn't do any of that in high school.
Mhm.
I was never invited, so, didn't do any of that. But I just remember, like, we would, like, me and my friends would hang out in, like, the middle of our school. It was like, called, at least in middle school, like, it was called the quad.
oh my God, ours was too.
Yeah.
the senior quad because only seniors could sit there because there was so many
Ooh,
tables that
exclusive.
it didn't fit everybody else. So the seniors
Mm-hmm.
would always have priority there, and
Yeah.
everybody else could just go somewhere else. You know?
Oh, I see. But I don't know. I guess, yeah, that would be like a word I describe myself as, like just questionable. Like, I don't know what I was
Questionable.
doing. I don't know. I didn't know what I
This is
was
so
wearing. I didn't know
sad.
what I was doing.
You know, imagine your teacher going to a staff meeting. Oh yeah, how's Vanessa doing? Questionable. Dang.
Great. But yes, I don't know what other words to describe myself as.
I mean, at least it's not questionable now,
Yeah. Oh,
right?
I hope not.
Sure.
But I do think like I thought myself as cool, like at the time, like with my friends and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I was like, I'm so cool with like with all my friends. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I was. I mean, I talked about it before. I'm not a talker in my class.
Mm-hmm.
I would never raise my hand. Only if I was forced to talk, I would
Mm.
maybe like blurt out like a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I had okay grades and everything. It was like normal.
Yeah.
Like when my mom went to parent teacher conferences in elementary school and middle school had them too, I think.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, she doesn't really talk that much. She needs to raise her hand more.
Oh.
And my mom would always come back to me. She's like, why are you not talking? And I'm like,
Like I don't want
I
to.
don't know.
Don't make me.
Like, and I always regretted parent teacher conferences because it's always come back with the same thing. Why don't you talk more? Why don't you
Yeah.
talk more? Why don't you
Oh.
talk more?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'll try. So in like later in middle school, I would like go up to my teachers and I would ask them for like help on my essays and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
You know, like high school.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do as much still, but you know,
Yeah.
I wasn't like completely quiet.
Yeah. At least you like branched out later. Like you
Yeah,
weren't
and I also
quiet forever.
cried a lot
Mm-hmm.
as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely cried in school before.
Oh, me too.
And I
Yeah.
tried to make sure everything was like turned in on time, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. There's one day my mom forgot to sign like our pink slip for like our homework just to confirm that we did all our homework for the day. And I
Mhm.
was like, oh my god, she didn't sign it. And I had a mental breakdown that day in third grade. I was
Oh
like, my
no.
mom didn't sign my paper. And I called my mom to come and sign it
Oh my god.
because she only worked part time. She
Okay.
like, works part time, so she
Yeah.
came back.
At least
She's
she
like,
could
okay,
come.
oh, I'm sorry, I'll sign
Like,
it now.
I-
And I'm like, thanks,
oh.
mom. But yeah,
Um,
I was very shy in school.
Oh, and that's okay.
Hmm.
I'm glad that you were able to like branch out though, like later.
Yeah, it was hard. It was so hard.
Oh yes. I think like just on that note, like besides being quiet, like what was another tough part about being in school?
The tough part about being in school, I feel like some of it is low-key like social.
Mm.
I didn't really struggle too much in academics besides math,
Mm-hmm.
but like trying to fit in somewhere, trying to figure out who you are is really hard.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't know how people do it now,
Oh,
honestly.
I don't know either. I know, at least for me, like being, or I don't know how to say this. I guess like making friends was okay for me because
Mhm.
everyone, like I mentioned before, like all the people, all the students would like go on a path, right? So people you know in elementary school would go with you to middle
Mhm.
school to high school. So you would like see these
Mhm.
people all there. Like I know, like some of my classmates I've known since elementary school. Like I may not talk
Mhm.
to them like as often anymore,
Yeah.
but like I've seen them grow up
Yeah.
throughout the years. So I guess like making friends, like because I always knew that I would know someone from like a
Yeah.
past school. Like it was okay like making new friends. So I'd be like, oh, I know this one person at least.
Mhm. Oh my god, I do that too.
Yeah.
Well, I had to find someone I knew. I only had one super close friend with me from middle school to high school. Like we
Oh.
stuck through all the years together, and she was
Mhm.
like the one person that I knew I was completely comfortable with.
Oh yeah.
So I only had like one true friend, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
I just felt like
But
so
still.
antisocial about things.
Yeah, it's like having that one connection can really make you
Mhm.
feel like better.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Especially when meeting new people.
Mhm.
I don't think I've had a friend that's lasted all like elementary school to high school, but definitely
Mhm.
like middle school to high school.
Yeah.
Like I've had so my good friends like
Mhm.
today, which is really nice to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for me, like I definitely struggled in school. Not like
Mhm.
F's or like D's or anything like
Oh
that.
yeah.
But like it's definitely like a struggle because at my school academics were like a huge thing. Like being
Yeah. Oh
good
my
at
god,
school
it's
was
so
was
hard.
good. Yeah. and like trying to measure up, like comparing myself to others. I know that was really hard for me. Like I hated comparing myself to others, but I always did it. So it's like, and it always makes me feel bad when I think about like my peers and how good they were doing or it seemed like they were doing, and I was like thinking about myself, and I was like, oh no, like
Oh God, yeah. My friends were like the valedictorian. And I'm like, oh
and I was
my
like, I can't
God. They
do
got
that.
into
I'm
Ivy
sorry.
Leagues, and I'm like, holy
Yeah. Oh my God, that was like
moly.
the
I went to Riverside.
I know. No.
Jeez.
But same. But yeah, I think I know like senior year was hard, like not hard, but everyone was going to college, and all of my peers were like, I'm going to UCLA, going to Berkeley,
Yeah.
Stanford. I was like,
Riverside.
I'm going to college at least, yeah. And then like now, nowadays, and even just like in college, like I never regretted going to the school I went
Oh,
to.
yeah.
I had a lot of
Yeah, I
fun
agree.
there, and it's like going through the years, like I realized like it doesn't matter what school you go to as long as you make the most of it. But yeah, I know academics was hard because of all the pressure, and people would like compare themselves to each other like through sleep. It's like, oh, I only got 1 hour of sleep.
Dude,
And
I
it's
don't
like,
understand
I don't
that.
me either, but I did it too. I was like, oh, I only got
Oh.
2 hours of sleep, blah, blah, blah.
You only got 2 hours of
Oh, I
sleep
mean,
in
like,
high
it's like an
school?
example. I don't think I ever
Oh,
did.
okay. I was gonna be like,
I mean, one time, though, like, I did do an all-nighter for, like, rallies. It was never, like, school-related if I ever stayed
okay.
up, like,
Okay,
super
I see.
long. But, yeah, I know, like, one time we stayed up, like, all night to, like, make decorations for, like, our homecoming rally. And, like, we were, like, driving.
Homecoming.
We made, like, these balloon arches. And so
Oh,
we were, like,
pretty.
driving them to the school because they were, like, huge, right? So, yeah. My friend, one of my
Like,
close friends, like, hated me for that because he was like, you're such a bad driver. I was like, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make sure it doesn't pop. Yeah, people would, like, compare themselves, like, through sleep, and I never understood it, but I would do it, too, and it'd be like,
yeah.
you're, like, cooler if you got less sleep.
Like, okay, do people still do that right now? My
Yeah.
brother texted me like, I slept like at 5. I'm like, you loser.
Yeah.
What are you
Like,
doing?
please get your necessary amount of hours to
7 to 8
function.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you want to go around the day feeling tired?
I know, for real.
No.
Like,
You don't.
but I know people would do it all the time, and then like that like the amount of sleep you got compared to like how well you're doing in school. So if you got less sleep, that means you were
Yeah.
doing better. Like I don't know.
Ow, that's so
But-
not true.
But please get your sleep.
Yes.
8 hours,
please
6 to 8
sleep.
hours at least. Like
My mom pushed that so hard on me. I still try to get 8 hours of sleep on a work day.
Yeah, that's
and I wake
good.
up at 5:15.
oh yeah.
And every time I hear someone like, I only slept for 4 hours. I'm like,
Mhm.
dude, go to sleep.
Yeah.
I get mad.
Please.
I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, take care of yourself. you
Yeah,
know?
definitely. And I know like
Yeah.
in high school it's really hard, especially like when you're trying to do your best, but also like there's
True.
only so many hours in
I
the day.
understand that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the toughest part for me was like academics and like comparing myself.
Yeah, I agree. I do AP chemistry and I'm sitting there like, huh? And everyone else is like doing their thing. I'm like, oh my
I was
god.
like, what?
And then I failed the
How are you
AP
doing
test and I
this?
was like, okay, well then.
Yeah. Oh no. And I was just like, how do you guys
I
what?
know.
Please help me. But we got through it.
Yes.
So at least that's good.
Mhm.
How do you think that helped shape you as a person today, like all your experiences from school?
I think I needed to find better boys to date. I feel like that I kept dating. I feel like people
Mhm.
probably know me and most likely to be in a relationship with someone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
because God, I did not take time for myself. I think that. I think I helped, like being in the Chinese orchestra, like in high
Mhm.
school around that time, made me realize I wanted to go into like music,
Mhm.
and then maybe like teaching. Like I work well with kids, so maybe that. Teamwork. I
Oh,
think that's the one thing I really learned, like
Yes.
teamwork, bonding, understanding other people's differences and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
think that's the one thing I really took out of school. And that I
Yeah.
use today. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
How
I
you?
think for me, I don't know. I guess like it helped, like school helped me definitely become more outgoing and like meet new people, being open
good.
to meet new people.
Mm-hmm.
And that like carried me through college, and I was able to like branch out, especially like in a new location, it's
Yeah.
definitely harder to like meet new people or feel at home when you're in a new place. But I guess like meeting new people, becoming more outgoing. I guess also like even though like academics were hard, like it taught me to be better. Like when I got to college, I was like really set on like studying better and like really finding out what I wanted to do. Because like when I went to high school to college, I didn't really know like what path I wanted to take. I kind of just like chose something and like went with it. But I know I try to take as much advantage of high school, or not high school, college as I could. So I think like those experiences, like past experience from high school, middle school, whatever, led me to like becoming a better student in college. And like trying to like figure myself out more. And definitely I think school helped me shape my fashion.
Oh my god. Dude, we're gonna get into the next topic right now about
fashion,
cringy things in school that we should have given up a long time ago, but we thought it was cool, so we kept it in our lives.
Yay! New segment.
I know. Oh my god.
Oh god, there's so many. Did you want to start off?
I think the one thing in middle school when I talked about memories was our clothing.
Oh yeah.
And like puberty. Like, oh my god, how awkward was that?
Oh, for real.
And you have to change in the locker rooms with people.
Oh my god, yeah.
For PE, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to strip naked in front of these people. Not naked, but like
but like change
underwear.
clothes.
Like no.
Yeah.
Sometimes I saw an occasional boob, and I'm like, I don't want to see that. And then anyway, clothing.
Yes.
I lived for Hollister. And Abercrombie, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yes.
And I wore it religiously, and then I got like the little bit of bangs, but not really. It was so ugly. There's a picture out there in the hallway. And I was like, every time I look at it, I'm like, oh god, no.
Please take that down.
No.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't. The skinny jeans.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I still wear them now, unfortunately, but they're comfy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I
What about
know,
you?
yeah, for my middle school, very questionable again. That was my word for for myself, questionable. And I remember in 6th grade, I found this picture of myself on Facebook, because that's when I first made a Facebook account. I remember me and my friend sat down, and she helped me make a Facebook account, because I was like, what's Facebook? And then so I had that Facebook.
Facebook.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So old school. Like nowadays, like people still use Facebook, but not as much as like they did like back then. Like
when people poked you on Facebook.
Oh my god, poked, and then people would like post. I was one of these people. I would like poke, like pages, post like statuses, like all the time, and I have like my Facebook memories on, because I'm like, oh, it's so interesting to see like what I posted.
And then you look at it, you're like,
and I'm like, and I'll tell these things like, did anyone do the homework for this class? Like,
what was the homework again?
Like what was the homework? Does anyone know like how to do this? Or like even like I would be like not passive aggressive, but passive about these things. I'd be like, oh, like don't make me hug this person. Like,
oh my god! And then you do like the I'm thankful for challenge. Then you like write 3 things. You're like, oh, make sure to tag 3 people.
Oh god, yeah. Or you like tag
chainmail.
Yeah, like the status if you want like like
god,
something like
a truth.
Yeah, truth is. Oh my god. But yeah, I was an avid Facebook user back in the day, and like one of the Facebook memories popped up of me like in like middle school and like my fashion choices, and I would like, I know like at my school, American Apparel was like the jacket was like a huge fashion like thing. Like the color jacket, it was like you could get different colors, and it had the white strings. I think I have one in my closet.
God, I know what you're talking about. Oh my god.
I don't want to grab it because I don't want to get up, but like if you guys know what I'm talking about. And you get like different colors. And I had this like bright red one that I would always wear. I would switch out between red and blue.
Oh my god.
And then with like skinny jeans. And then I remember in 6th grade, I had gone to Thailand, or like I don't think I went, but my parents had gone to Thailand, and they had gotten like these gifts from our family members, and then like they brought back these like board shorts I think you would wear for like swimming, but I would wear them to school, and they were like all the way like down to my knee. Like they would like these shorts are like super long, and then I had this character called Doraemon. So I had these like Doraemon shorts that I would wear with like this like jacket, and then I would always wear this like striped beanie that was like white and yellow. I would wear it every day, like religiously. And it was so questionable, and I don't know. Someone needed to tell me how to dress. I don't know why my mom was never like, "What are you wearing?"
I know. I think they just
I
wanted you to build confidence in yourself, you know?
I know. I guess she wanted me to find myself, but obviously, like not in middle school. That was not
Oh my god.
that was not it.
That's lovely.
But yeah, and then I know I was talking to Annika before we started recording this, but like the hairstyle, like you would like push your hair to one side was like super popular at my school. The scene look where you have like your hair would go like this. Like you would have like really thin like
really?
bottoms. Like you would like thin out your hair so it'd be like thin, and then like you'd have like these bangs that go all the way across.
Oh god.
And then it's like the jagged like like Paramore look.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like really popular at my middle school too, and I like tried to be like that, but I was never cool enough, especially with my fashion sense.
I always wore a ponytail.
Oh.
I have a big forehead right now because I keep tying my hair in a ponytail. That's why I have bangs now.
Yes.
I regret that.
Bangs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We have on our list silly bands. Oh my god, silly bands.
Dude, I love mine. I wore it like every day. You know.
Yes, and they had like little shapes. You couldn't even tell the shape like on your wrist.
And it just looks like a bunch of squiggles.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the point?
But it was so cool to have, and they I would always wear them too. And then like even like the what's it called? Like the Live Strong band. Do you know what I'm talking about? The yellow one?
The yellow one or something?
Yeah. People would like wear these bracelets around, or just like I know my friends, some of the people I knew would wear like band bracelets. They'd have like these at like Hot Topic. Like that was like the shop to shop at.
The shop, yes. The Forever 21.
Forever 21.
I never shopped at Forever 21. I shopped at Hollister.
Oh yes.
I thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
I think I was a Forever 21 girl, but I don't remember like buying what I bought. But yeah. And then I guess questionable fashion senses in middle school. High school, I think I was a little bit better.
Yeah.
I definitely was more organized. Yeah, definitely more organized in my outfits. And I would like I remember like waking up like super early to like dress myself up too.
Ooh.
And I would like
fancy.
wear like skirts and like collared shirts and I try to look really nice.
Cute.
I don't do that anymore because I'm super lazy, but it's so hard waking up.
Really go out anyway.
Yeah. I don't even know how we woke up so early, like for school.
I know.
Like nowadays, I'm like, nowadays I'm like, I can't even leave my bed.
I know.
It's so hard.
In college, we couldn't sleep. We like slept until like 9.
Oh my god, yeah.
And we'd be like,
Yeah, it's so hard. Like college was so hard to get up.
Yeah.
And like nowadays too, like for the weekend, I don't want to get out of bed
because
on
our
the weekend.
moms aren't there to like bang
I
your
know.
parents and tell us to wake up.
But yeah, I would wake up like super early to like do my hair and like things like that. And in high school, I had dyed my bangs. I had like these.
Oh my god.
This front part that I dyed like
Ooh,
from my sophomore year to senior year, and I got rid of it like for college. But yeah, that was like my thing, I guess. In high school, I would like dye different colors and things like that. But yeah, I was surprised my mom let me do that. But then my dad was like, "That's how I found you in the crowds."
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, definitely got better at high school.
Yeah.
Middle school.
And then we had those little trinkets that we would have.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Like the little lead pencils where you can like shake it.
Oh my
and
god,
it, like,
yeah.
comes out. I went to Taiwan strictly just to go look for that type of stuff. I was like, oh, so cool.
Yes.
I need it. And then I showed my friends. They're like, oh my god, where did you get that? And I'm like, Taiwan. And they're like, can I get one?
Yeah.
So I'd buy for them.
Oh.
And then I get these really cute pencil boxes.
Oh my god, the pencil
where
boxes.
did you get that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Taiwan.
I know.
And
like,
the Rolly backpack.
Rolly backpacks.
JanSport Rolly backpacks.
Oh my god.
Were it.
I know, like in middle school, people would have like these roller backpacks, right? And then like in the lunch line, like they would like take up space.
Yeah, like move. You don't need your backpack to get lunch.
Yes, but it was like that's like the only thing I remember about rolly backpacks. But I remember them being like super cool back in the day.
They're convenient.
Yeah, it's very
Kinda.
convenient. Yeah, I guess so in a way. It's like your kid suitcase for school.
Yeah, and that also doesn't break your back.
True.
So.
It's just inconvenient because of the size and like wheels, I guess. But I know like for the pencil pouches, you know how like they would have like these weird sayings on them. Like,
yes, like have a, like I don't know.
like make your day great, or like
Oh yeah.
but it'd be like sometimes like bad
you
English
give
too.
me joy,
Yeah.
happy, love. Or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Something like ridiculous like that.
Like what the heck?
Yeah.
Morning glory.
Oh my god, morning glory.
They always have those weird
Like weird sayings.
catchphrases. Like what the heck are you trying to say here, dude?
Yes, but it's so cute. People
it's
get
so
them.
cute. I'm sure I crossed out the weird words. Like those make sense.
Yes. And I know, yeah, like shaky pencils were like a huge thing, or just like really cute, like stationery to like cute pencils. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that
pretty much sums up. And then again, like
our
nowadays kids just seem so fashionable.
They literally don't have puberty. Like, what do you? What?
Like, how did you do
it's
that?
Lucky you. First
I know,
of all.
yeah.
Like, who let us do that?
I know.
Who let us wear those bangs?
For
Wear
real.
yellow and red striped beanies with Doraemon shorts, and think that was the coolest thing ever.
That was my look.
I know, it was a Vanessa look.
Yes.
It seems like I feel like you're the only one that could pull something like that.
Oh,
off.
thank you. Maybe if I'll bring it back one day. Oh no.
Halloween. Hi guys, I'm like middle school Vanessa. Nice to meet you.
No. Whoops. It's okay. But yeah.
I think
I guess that's it. Do you still like talk to people like from your old schools?
Barely. I think most of my friends are now in college.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
but I do still have a couple of like middle school, high school friends that I talk to.
Yeah, I
What
think
about you?
I have like 6 people I still talk to from like school.
Oh yeah, your Friday night calls.
Yeah,
huh?
Friday night calls, and then like my like one of my really good friends, my best friend, is also dating like one of my really good friends that I have a Friday call with.
Cute.
So I talk to her sometimes still. But yeah, a very like small group of people that I still talk to. And then like later on, like people in college like that ended up going to the same high school as me. Like I talk to them still too. I didn't talk to them much in high school, but like I talked to them more in college. So I thought this was super cool. But yeah, not too many people. Most again, same for me. Like most of my college or most of my friends are from college nowadays, which is okay too.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah, school.
We'll end it with that.
School.
Hope you had fun listening to our school experiences. School is cool.
School is very cool.
Very. And if you have any other embarrassing memories you'd like to share with us, let us know.
Yeah. Did you wear striped beanies and Doraemon shorts?
Did you go to Hollister to buy your clothes?
Did you have really thick bangs?
Yeah. Did you have a rolly backpack?
Yes.
You know?
Let us know.
And also go listen to Butter by BTS.
Yes.
And Sour
by Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes. Go, please. This is an urgent message.
Urgent matter. Listen to it after this podcast.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, and with that, we'll
see you next time. Oh yeah, this has been Vanessa.
Oh right.
Yes.
This has been Annika.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.